Hi, it's Dr. B with another Toolkit Tuesday where I share a tool from Unflappable, How Smart People Quit Overthinking, Ditch the Drama, and Thrive at Work. Yes, so many of you have sent me notes saying that you have been purchasing the book. Those of you who have not, pick it up. There's 70 tools in here to help you navigate life. Now, life these days is increasingly problematic, we could say. In the next 30 days, we've got an election here in the U.S. We've had a hammering of the south of our country, southeast part of our country, with hurricanes, devastating hurricanes. We have a Middle East conflict that is just celebrated its 1-year anniversary. And so I just want to drop this down a bit because oftentimes I'm real perky on these Toolkit Tuesdays. But today I want to get a little more serious because there is an unrest and a stress, and the closer we are to the site of impact, the more shrapnel we get, right? So I cannot even imagine what people who are in those war or weather ravaged places are going through right now. Certainly it's a beautiful day here in New England. And so I don't have that proximity. I have loved ones, I have people I'm connected to in these different regions. However, what we need to understand, and why Unflappable comes in really handy, is that whether it's on either side of the conflict in the Middle East, whether it's on either side of the election process, supporting of candidates, whether it is thinking that the federal government or the state governments are doing a good job or not, whether climate change is real or it's not, it's real. We have to understand that the people who occupy either side of these dilemmas are telling stories. They're narrating their life. They're narrating the world. They're picking up some facts and putting down others, picking up some resources and putting down others. They're shaping things. It's one of the things that I learned in my master's program in marriage and family therapy when I was studying and we were reading all these just heavy articles, was to ask more really thoughtful questions about what was the motivation of the author, because they could take the same facts, the same scenarios, the same interactions, the same data, and you could twist them into all sorts of other conclusions. And that's the same that is true for people who are on opposing sides of an argument, is that they've gathered facts or interpretations or stories that have built their narrative. And if you just call them wrong and stupid and bad, you never get curious. And that's a tool in Unflappable. You never get curious about what brought them to that point, because it makes sense. It makes sense how they got there if you look at how they got there, the path they traveled. And only in unpacking the road can you then help to decipher and decode and perhaps dismantle some of the thinking that's been going on to that point. So I've had these conversations with people who have been on opposite sides of the aisle from me, who have different perspectives on some of these issues from me. And if you go at it from not an effort to, I'm going to shame this person into seeing how wrong they are for believing differently than me, but instead get curious and then try to unpack from their perspective what else they might think that might be different, you might actually find some common ground. So with that, go be Unflappable. Again, if you haven't picked up a book, there we go. I'm Unflappable, but I'm turned around. If you haven't picked up a copy of the book, if you haven't reached out to me for coaching, if you haven't reached out to me for coming into your organization and doing some change leadership work, some conflict management work, some stress management work, I do all sorts of workshops. I would love to serve you, because one person at a time, one group at a time, we can make this world a better, more peaceful place. That and, believe in climate change. All right, peace out. Go be Unflappable. Bye.